Hey everyone. This is session 3 of our Capitalites game. Capitalites is an urban Asian role playing game by Samuel Mui. Um, we're playing with the open hearth. My name is Donna. My pronouns are he, him. Today I'm playing Camilla or Cami, she, her, who is the dilettante. Struggling with her new role as director of this can I say failing theater company or about to be bulldozed theater company, maybe. And yeah, I'm sure that's going to work out great. Honest. Um, so let's get a quick intro from the rest of our table and their characters. Thomas, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Hi, I'm Thomas. He, him. I'm playing Salman, and yeah, Salman is the hustler playbook. He's interested in making money and proving his haters wrong. He has a successful entrepreneurship-focused podcast, and is a self-made investor with a lot of scare quotes around self-made and invest. I think. um, yeah, and he is Cammy's cousin. Uh, yeah, and Ami's ex. Yes, that's also important.
Awesome, thanks,
And
Thomas.
oh,
Yeah, go for it, Matt.
and I'm Mads, she, her. I mean, she, they. Oh my God, I'm like looking at my character's pronouns. There we go. And then I'm playing Amy, who is the artist, and yeah, she's Cam's old college roommate, but also friend, hopefully. And so the currently, although we're in the midst of trying to figure that out, stage manager and just general factotum of the production, and then Sal's ex and also ex co-host on a podcast that we were trying to do together. So that's kind of important because, yeah, Amy has thoughts about what Sal's been doing, and anyway, yeah, just trying to have the best show for the final hurrah of this experimental theater company. The place that has been around for quite some time is being, um, I guess, not good enough for renovations, so or no funders for the place to stay open. So it's going to be torn down after the last show in a month, and yeah, like all sorts of fun is ensuing. And she's actually going out with Cam's brother, Charlie, who is an anesthesiologist, pretty damn successful, lets her do her own thing, but however, has not necessarily gotten more serious because the family hadn't known that they were living together. So yeah, she's kind of on the weirdness with him right now. Um, so we'll see.
Awesome. Um, so yeah, let's have a quick discussion about what we'd like to see in this session. The prompts are what we want to see and explore, what interests us about the other characters, and interesting ways to push or fuck up your own characters this episode. I don't think we've ever had any problem with that. Mads, do you have any thoughts?
For this particular episode, it's like we don't definitely want to see the date, the date between Cam and McLaren Chow, for sure. I must say, Donna, your choice in character portraits is quite good. Yeah, and Amy is like kind of upset that she's not going to go on this, but she is afraid that she's not going to be able to hold back and be, you know, fangirling it. So yeah, um, she's just going to help Cam get dressed for the date, and then try to wrestle with whether she's going to take, I guess, one of the lead parts for this last production and try to find, I guess, a replacement to do the management of the show.
Okay, cool. Thomas, how about you? Any ideas or wishes for today?
Yeah. I think last time it was suggested that we should have a scene between Salman and Charlie, uh, uh, ex and current boyfriend of Amy, kind of getting together and seeing where that goes. Yeah, I'm also generally excited for this Cammy and McLaren scene. Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. I think with that scene especially, like I like it because I think whatever outcome is going to be is going to be a problem, right? Like there is no like there's Salman has managed to engineer a situation in which um, uh, there's no nice clean outcome. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure I have any additional things I want to see. I guess we want to see Cammy struggle with this big. I mean, she's still thinking of it as an interview slash casting call, right? So yeah, I guess I want to lean into those at worst I am prompts for her. So yeah, I guess it's piercing questions time before we decide on our layout or our A plot B plot for the session. Mads, do you want to go first? Do you have any burning questions to hit us with?
This would be just to one of you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think maybe this will direct the question better for Sal when he talks to Charlie. But who am I, Ami, to you, really?
Oh, okay. Um, that's a good question. Uh, I actually think that maybe the best I've got so far now is that Salman is like has some regrets about breaking up with Ami, but also I think very specifically thinks Charlie is kind of a dumbass. Yeah.
Already.
I'm
I'm just picturing this scene. I'm just waiting
I'm
with anticipation.
going to again be the worst.
Yeah, get your popcorn lined
Oh,
up
yeah.
for that scene, I think.
Oh, we need a break before that because I need to pop the popcorn for real.
Awesome. Thomas, do you have a piercing question in mind?
Yeah, I think again maybe I will throw this back to Mads and be like, the question is on this sheet it says, why did I stop loving or caring about you? But I think I would like to flesh out maybe specifically like what was the reason like for the breakup? Like, is there something that like Amy did at all?
The reason, okay, let me just like try to flesh this out by talking about it. Originally, Ami really loved the fact that Sal had ideas. Lots of ideas, really great ideas. Sometimes. But the problem was that Sal turned out to be just the idea guy in certain respects. So
Yeah.
execution was always a problem. I mean, not necessarily completion, but I mean like execution for himself. And that upset her because, again, great ideas for the podcast or for, doing, like what it's going to look like and all this kind of stuff, but then never necessarily being able to come up with how or like, like leads or progress on getting things done, expecting someone to just be there, most likely Amy, to pick up the pieces and run with them. And she did that for a little bit, but then it just got to be too much. It was basically like, ooh, shiny, new idea. And then
Yeah.
she was tired. She couldn't keep up anymore. And I think when you suggested that, or when Sal had suggested that it was time for, like, maybe the show was going in a different direction, like Ami wasn't too upset about that part, but then also I think he made the same suggestion about their own relationship. Maybe it's time to start going in a different direction and maybe not in the same way.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
So I've got to ask a personal question now. I wonder, since last week, I felt like Camilla and Amy were, you know, acting like good friends and on the same wavelength a lot. So I'm gonna have to ruin that a little bit by asking, how did I hurt you in the past?
I mean, I think it stems from, pardon, what happened in last episode where, like, Ami was, again, trying to have a good moment with Cam, and I think, had said, it's like, I just got to say this, but I know you'll be mad. Like, don't be mad, but I know you'll be mad. Is because Cam has said that she would be helping in certain respects for certain things that maybe she was interested in, and Ami was like, full on trying to complete. Like, maybe maybe you said you were going to do some backstage stuff and then go a little bit further. I mean, I'm just doing this in general. But then you never went through with it because then you got interested in something else. So maybe you initially said, oh yeah, you knew how to change around the design of certain costumes for whatever production Ami was in college, and then you were going to be, yeah, I'll be there for the wardrobe fitting and da da da. You weren't, because then you went over and jumped into the lighting aspect of it. So you did this at least several times during, like, over several different productions, and it's been exasperating because, I mean, Ami knows that she can depend on Cam up to a certain point, and then there's a level of, what is she going to get interested in this time? Just kind of like hold out a little bit of hope, but also have a backup plan. She always has a plan B for just in case Cam decides to whatever. So Um, yeah, just being like not following through, and not I guess going through with your promises. Basically, I think you've
Um,
promised.
do you think there's like something that Amy missed out on because she had to take up the slack, like some big
Yes,
opportunity or
I
some
think there
big
was.
moment?
Right. I think, excuse me. I think it was for a particular production where she was going to have a great supporting role. But and it was for because with college, like you can get certain like union credits even as as a college student towards getting your eventual membership card. But because she couldn't do the supporting role because she had to cover for Cam, then she missed out on that opportunity, and it was very important.
Okay. So, I guess we've got some A plots and B plots to pin up on the wall. I guess maybe we need a C plot as well this week. uh, so I guess um, we have Cammy and McLaren, but like I guess maybe the best way to frame this is how Salmon's arrangements and relationship kind of come out come out. Like who I don't know, Thomas, do you have any idea for how to frame this in that kind of oppositional way?
Um, so, I mean, the way I see it, just going back to the question of plots, A plot is Cammy and McLaren. Our B plot seems to be Salman and Charlie, and our C plot should be something to do with Ami. Uh, so, I think we need I think that Ami needs or wants and is being thwarted in some way. I mean, it could also be that she is a part of the Salman and Charlie scene.
I mean, like also too. I mean, like another thing that we could be doing is like Ami figuring out her prospects after this theater is done. I guess.
Nice,
Like
nice.
maybe like maybe she does get an offer, maybe she does get a call from long ago or something, and then it's like, oh, you know what is this what this might turn into, who knows, or running into somebody who has gotten a little bit further and questioning about, well, why haven't you, and is it because of your friends?
Okay, yeah, I like that. I like that. I like um Ami getting an opportunity that might take her away from the production.
Mm.
I mean, in the stroke of dramatic irony here is that Ami is letting down the rest of the production for her own benefit, right?
Well, has she really had a chance to be selfish? I don't know.
Well, let's give her that chance.
Oh, boy. Oh, knows.
Okay,
Okay.
that's going to be a humdinger.
Mm.
um, okay,
Let's start
so
with the
And
A
again,
plot.
I think I've mentioned it before, but I'm perfectly happy to have a slice of this live. And if we don't come to completion, I mean, it just means that we have like a brilliant 5 episode beginning to a series that we wish we could watch.
Yeah, yeah.
So, just saying.
perfect. Okay. Where do we think we want to start?
I think we start with the A plot. That's the logic of TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Can we start it? Can we start it with like what we finished with like last time, and just we start with such a tragedy. And it's Ami saying that while watching Cam like put on outfits or something. I don't
Uh,
know.
and we were like, "What is that about? That dress no longer quite fits, or has been mothballed, or
Yeah,
something like that."
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I
So
think it's Cammy panicking. Like,
oh,
I think Cammy's overthinking what she needs to wear to this meeting, right? She's like, I need
right.
to impress, but I also don't want it to seem like I'm dressing up just because he's famous. Like, I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
should also look like myself, but who am I really?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Like,
that should be Cam's like line then, because like maybe she's looking at something particular that she was thinking would be good or not good. I mean, whatever. However you want to spin it, Donna.
yeah. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think it's a good kind of warm up scene to get into uh, Cammy's headspace. So I think like on the bed or whatever, we see like half a dozen or a dozen uh, dismissed outfits, right? Uh, and maybe Annie is a little bit frustrated, like just wear anything kind of thing.
I mean, anything that you wear is going to look fabulous. Why are you worried about this? You're gonna tell this guy off, right? I mean, okay, no, you can't tell McLaren Chow off. I mean, no, please don't. But I
I mean,
mean, you gotta let him down easy, of course. I mean, because we can't let down like Mr. Chatterjee and Mr. Huang.
well,
Kim, are you
I mean,
actually
if I
considering?
were to look, this Salman is right. If we get someone seriously famous, I mean, at this production, like we get coverage, we get a lot of footfall, like maybe we can save the theater, maybe, we get noticed. And, when it comes down to it, I mean, I think, like, my best friend has a crush on this actor. And so, like, if she doesn't get a chance to meet him, I will never forgive myself.
This isn't about me. It's- it, I, okay, yeah, I mean, I would love to, but I know how I am right now, and I cannot go see him because I'm going to be a blubbering mess.
No, I
You know,
mean, like, in the production, if you don't get to see him in the production.
I, mm, I, okay, look, I mean, I want to be loyal to the people that have been here and will be here, and that we've made an offer to. My goodness, I mean, as much as you think that this is just kind of like, a community thing, I mean, the world is small. I mean, I feel like if we go back on our word, or if we, you know, for this, I mean, like even as great as this opportunity is, I feel like then it'll get back to people, I mean, you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who's going to be around the corner per se, in the future.
Yeah, and when I join or start a new production company, the last thing I want is for some like producer type to look down his glasses at me and say, "Oh, you're the director who turned down McLaren Chow. That's very brave of you."
Oh, I can't. So you're really thinking about doing this? You're really thinking about seeing if you'll take the part?
No, I'm trying to talk myself into a sensible position that like means I can finish this job. Like,
I mean, I mean, it's an opportunity for you too. That is not in question. Oh my gosh, to be able to direct somebody as awesome as him. But I will say, oh man, guess, kind of like know your lane, or what not saying that you couldn't do it, but should you do it at this point in time? You know, you're getting your legs underneath you, like, you know, directing. This is big. I mean, this is still a wonderful show, a wonderful story, and I see your vision in telling it. But I mean, like, sometimes a name or celebrity could overtake all the efforts that we have made, that you are making. That's what I'm worried about. I'm like, oh, like everybody's like, you know, like eyes are shining because it's like it's McLaren Chow, and as much as I love him, I don't want him to be the reason why we're doing this. You know what I mean? It. I don't know.
You prefer to have a glorious failure than
No.
a compromising success.
Oh. Well, when you put it that way, okay, all right.
Listen,
You're gonna go see him. You're gonna go see him, and it'll be your decision. You're the director. Okay, I get it. Okay, no, you know, don't mind me. I'm just.
Han, you're gonna shine on stage, no matter who is playing your character's father, and you're gonna move on and up. But if this is a failure, I'm done. Right? People are gonna say, "Oh, Ami was in that lackluster production, but you know, hey, she was great in it."
I don't.
I'm
Want other
just trying to
people
follow through on what I've been handed.
I don't want other people. I don't want to fail and leave, or I don't want to succeed and leave other people in the dust. That's never been my way. Again, you know what? And she'll take your hands in this case, while you have like 2 outfits like on your arms. Look, you're my best friend, and I've watched you go through a whole bunch of different things that you've been interested in, and maybe, you know, just had the revolving door of interests. But I think you can do this. And it is ultimately your vision and your direction that's going to take us home. So if you think, after meeting Clarence Chow, that he is the best choice for playing the father, the patriarch, I'm all for it, you know? We need to I guess, you know, fly or sink by our decisions. And yeah, I mean, don't go by me. Go by you. You know what's best. Okay? And I think my decision is that this outfit, and she snatches one of the outfits on your arm and puts it against you and say, yeah, I think this will be awesome. You know, shows you off, but not too much, and makes you look like the confident director that you are.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think that is scene. I mean, I'm not sure Cami is in the end very sure. She has no idea what she's going to do, but at least she's just the decision of which dress to wear has been taken out of her hands. So that's one thing.
Well, this will be interesting to see what she does when she actually goes and meets McLaren.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
In the meantime, what is Sal doing while the gals are picking out outfits?
Yeah, he's clearly chatting with Charlie. So I guess it's sorry.
Is this the coffee shop?
No, I think it's the theater. I think
Okay.
Charlie has come there expecting to see everybody there.
Mm.
It's and
He's also probably
it's
post call. I'm gonna say he's probably also post call, so he's probably like, yeah. So
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
time of day. Yep.
yeah. So it's just Salman there, and it's the rare occasion that the two of them are alone these days, I think. And I think Salman kind of explains the situation and says, "Yeah, Ami should be back. Soon. Uh, you look tired. It's not a good look."
Do you want me to play Charlie if I played him last time? Yep. What is Charlie up to when Salman arrives in the theater? Is he doing some kind of backstage
what's Salman up to
pass?
when Charlie arrives at the theater?
Or yeah, I mean, I guess the reason I'm wondering why Charlie is here, is he expecting to meet someone, or does he have like a?
Yeah. I assume he was expecting to meet Ami.
Okay. Yeah, so he is kind of surprised that someone's here, but not Ami. And oh yeah, I forgot they were. Cammy always needs a pep talk when she's doing anything important, So I guess Ami is best for that.
Yeah. So how are the two of you doing, actually?
Yeah, great. I guess we've got serious plans to make. There's a bit of let's call it unwanted attention at home with regard to our living situation. But we're gonna make do with that. I mean,
have you told anybody yet?
I mean, people have been told. Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Yeah, she didn't ask you. She just did it. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, we talked about it, and she said she felt like it was the time to make the announcement. So yeah, that's. I guess it just accelerates our timetable if we have
All
a
right.
timetable.
So when are you getting married?
Well, we'd have to talk about that beforehand. So.
Oh, so you haven't talked about it yet? No.
Yeah, we would have to. But with this production right now, there's not a huge amount of time to have a serious discussion. So, maybe we'll wait until this is over. Yeah.
I actually spoke to your dad, and he was like, we could do it in 2 months. He was like, it's totally possible. He's
sure. But does Ami really have the bandwidth right now to take that on? She got a big role, and I think she wants to concentrate on that. So 2 months.
Oh, you heard about that? That was my idea, actually.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Are you still up for playing a part?
Yeah, but it's gotta be minor because I can't really join in as many rehearsals as I'd like. But yeah. Give me annoying brother number 2, or
yeah. There's actually a character that like in the very first scene of the play, which someone has just really started reading right now, so he's got into scene 1, and he's like, yeah, in the first scene, the character that Ami is going to play, she actually breaks up with somebody, there, because he's a bit of a, I mean, he's a bit of a dumbass. Like, he just, like, I mean, it's a deep, like, I'm sure there's some layers to it, but it's just that he's not good enough for her. So do you want to play that person?
I mean, I was just going to ask, have you thought of treading the boards yourself? I think you've got a gravitas, a charisma about you that I can understand people being sucked in by. Like the gravity of a black hole, maybe.
Okay.
I think it could be your chance, yes.
I'm an ideas guy, that. Like, I've just got so much to do. I'm making this show happen. I'm here every day with all of these people, just making dreams come true. And you're there putting people to sleep. So whatever.
I mean, ideas though, ideas are cheap. Execution is everything,
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're just like, I don't know, a guy talking on a podcast about things he could do rather than just actually doing things.
Okay. Yeah. Have you ever heard an episode? Just curious.
I don't have time to listen to two guys talking.
Right. Yeah. Too busy standing around while a surgeon does something important. Is that what it?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure you understand the process of general anesthetic. It's actually requires a lot of work beforehand, a lot of work during, and so I mean, in some ways, it's the true miracle of modern medicine. So
right, yeah. You should actually come on the podcast sometime
to talk about anesthesiology.
Yeah, then our listeners will get first-hand experience of
being sent to sleep.
What you do.
I mean, they probably have that already.
It's always a pleasure, Charlie. It's always, yeah.
So will I mean, I can say it to Cami to see if she can put you on the boards. I think it's you want to challenge yourself, right, Sam?
I'm going to single-handedly. You know what I mean? I guess you haven't been told yet, actually, Charlie. But McLaren Shaw is going to be in the play.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that will make Annie happy, I'm sure.
Yeah. And I was responsible for it, and yeah, just letting you know that when the show is a huge success, you and everybody else will know who's responsible.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna swing around and pick up Amy. We're going out tonight, so don't wait up. And I'll think about that.
Yeah. And also think about that role. Like, we've got so many of these small roles for anybody could do them. So yeah.
For people are too busy to hang around here all day, every day. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. I'll see you later, Charlie. That was awful. I don't know how it became that
so
antagonist.
Oh my god, it was so bad. It was so good. Oh my god, holy crap! Oh, so this how dudes talk to each other, huh? Okay.
I've never had a conversation like that in real life. Like it was like it was just
Ping,
so mean.
Pong, ping.
Like it's so mean.
I mean, usually the off ramp would happen about halfway through that, and it would either be someone just walks away or a fight.
But if this was a show that had quirks, I can picture like interspersed in this conversation would be scenes of you two at a ping pong table, and it's like the volley, like easy going and the first volleys, and then like gets more violent as like, the snark comes
Yeah,
further
yeah.
into the floor.
Oh,
And you're
God.
both wearing like headbands and the wrist
Yeah,
the wrist cuffs and the short shorts.
yeah. I'm realizing now that Salman and Charlie, who are basically brothers, right? Like they're cousins, but
Right,
whatever.
they're
Like
cousins.
it's function,
Sure.
yeah, functionally in this sense, like I like must have been competing their whole lives. So,
Yeah. I mean, this is a level of snark that they've just taken to a totally different level between being
Yeah.
family and also possible rivals. So-
yeah, yeah. It's
Oh no. Oh no, I just came up with something bad.
yeah.
What if Sal met Ami first? I mean, like, granted, I mean, like, maybe um, Charlie met Ami being, um, like, obviously Cam's brother, maybe visiting because maybe he didn't go to the same school that she did.
Yeah. He went to medical school.
Well,
It's
right.
crazy.
I mean, like, it's because he did the whole thing. He was older and all this kind of stuff. But I mean, even more so that, like, even when he made his visits, maybe he didn't pay attention to her until she went out with his cousin.
Oh wow! I mean, this guy, you made it worse. We're fantastic.
I made it worse. That's what I mean. I made it worse. So it's like, oh, So, how is it going, really, Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to jump into that scene, or do we want to have like a palate cleanser first?
What would be a palate cleanser? Tell me that.
I think I have a scene which is Ami getting that, like someone reaching out to Ami about a job. If you
Yeah.
want to get into that before we get into Cammy and McLaren Shaw, I guess. Like
Okay. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I know we have this this alternate celebrity who used to be McLaren's co-star,
Mm.
who's like local.
Yeah.
So maybe
Mm.
they're a connection. Maybe we can bring in now for Ami.
Oh yeah. Actually, that's
That's
good. Yeah.
brilliant. Oh my god. Other level. Eee! Okay, who's this person?
So we should really just check through the playbooks, right?
Yeah, what's left?
Is
Well,
what's
there's tons left, but I mean, still, like, what's other things that we could do?
Yeah. Let me pull it up.
I mean, is it
Actually, I can
the
just
washout? Someone who used to be a star and isn't really anymore, or is it someone who's kind of moved on to like a producer
I
style
can see it
role?
being the artist, the himbo, the player.
Oh no! Oh man.
Yeah. The cynic. I think I heard the worst reaction for players. So what if we do that?
Sorry. Maybe that's why he's not as famous or able to be famous.
Oh yeah.
Is because of his yeah.
Yeah. I mean, too busy, being a big fish in a small pond. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I believe we need to spend it being our best selves, not hesitating to fight for what we believe in, even if it means not thinking first a little. That's great. Sorry.
So, what's I guess the job listings? Obviously, we can write in our own, but like,
Yeah.
MC, stand-up comedian, or musician, band member. Where do we want to?
Now,
go
is this
here?
the person that's supposed to, like, offer, like, Ami a really great opportunity?
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
maybe, or just an alternate opportunity, right? Something that maybe.
Yeah. So I like stand-up comedian, but stand-up comedian / actor, right? Somebody who is like someone who is making a movie right now is going to reach out to me about a movie, I think.
Okay. Yeah. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds fine. Yeah.
And players are, yes, always always men. There's some any idea for a name?
Oh, man. Um, okay, yeah. The Korean actor, I think his name is Ma Dong Suk. He goes by the pseudonym Don Lee. So what about Don Lee?
Okay.
So where do we think he bumps into Ami?
I think it's a phone call.
Yeah.
Like maybe, you know, maybe it's in the car with Charlie, like that Amy gets this call and like has to just like take it or whatever. Like,
Do you wanna be this guy, Thomas, or I?
yeah. I have a strong idea for what he's trying to do here.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So we'll say that, yeah, like Charlie picks up Ami from Cam's apartment or whatever, and so she's getting in the car and she's greeting him and such, and so I like as she's asking like where they're gonna go for dinner, uh, after letting him know about this amazing opportunity that Cam's going to meet McLaren, but yeah. Um, she gets the phone call, I guess, on her cell.
Yeah.
Does she know this number, or is it just kind of like one of those like rando
No,
numbers?
I think they've met before somewhere. I think that has to have happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we kind of give a little bit more background about Dawn? I mean, like where she's met him.
Maybe she auditioned for another role at some point and didn't get it,
Oh, okay.
and he was there.
Maybe
that
they
was also
commiserated. Yeah, maybe they
that was
commiserated
yeah.
because
Yeah.
she found him funny just at that moment. I'm not saying like for real. But I mean, like it's fine when you're standing in a fucking line or like you're waiting for your turn. I mean, believe me, it's like you're gonna want to maybe reach out to somebody and talk. I mean, like she's not
I think what happened was that he was already cast,
okay.
and it was an audition to play alongside him there.
Okay,
And Ami didn't get the role, and
right.
he commiserated. But
Oh,
like,
interesting.
I think he's calling out to be like, hey, there's another role, and I think I want you for that role.
Interesting. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she doesn't recognize this number. So I think she will actually like if you keep on trying to call, she will answer it. It's like, who is this?
Yeah. I think that's exactly
Like, and we're in the car, and then like we're heading. Charlie and I are heading back to our apartment, but then like get this call. It's like,
yeah.
I'm sorry, hon. Let me take this. Hello,
Hi, this is Don Lee.
Don Lee. Hi.
Yeah. So I
Wait,
don't know
wait,
if
wait, wait,
you.
wait, wait, wait. No, hold on a second. How do I know this is like actually Don Lee? And how did you get my number?
I mean, we met at the audition for Okay, I'm going to make up this movie. I'm going to call it
Go ahead.
like one night at the harbor, like or
One
something
night at
like
the
that.
harbor. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We met at the harbor audition. I don't know if
Ah,
you.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Just making sure. Like I have some weird friends who might do prank calls. Sorry. Sorry,
Oh
Don.
yeah, I totally get it. I totally get it. So I've got a really exciting opportunity. I'm making a movie. The elevator pitch is it's a movie about a character who's just like me. It's kind of about my life, just sort of making it in this city, starting from nothing, that kind of thing. And I was thinking you could be in it.
I mean, that's that's awesome. I mean, what would the part be? What would my part be?
Um, uh, um, just the female lead.
What? Wow. Do I mean I should probably audition? I mean, don't you think? I mean,
The thing is, this is kind of my movie. You know what I mean? I've convinced them, like I'm producer on it. Like this is gonna be the Don Lee story. Uh,
oh,
so if you want in, like I remember that audition. I know how good you were. If you want in, you're in.
oh wow. That's amazing. Are you in town? I mean, can I talk to you about this? I mean, this sounds
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I'm free right now if you want to meet.
Oh, okay. Where do you want to meet?
Uh, um,
Coffee shop,
the
restaurant, whatever.
the bar of this fancy hotel, which
Oh,
I cannot name, but yeah,
and actually, it's probably like a different hotel than where McLaren is staying.
yeah, 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 definitely, definitely.
Oh my God! I can imagine the split screen right now. Anyway, sorry. So,
Yeah,
yeah, that's amazing. Actually, could I meet you in like maybe an hour or so because I really need to get home. I need to get changed. I mean, like just had a very long uh day of casting, and yeah,
oh, wait, 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 you're working on something right now?
I, I am. I mean, like this is kind of our last show for the theater company that I'm with.
Oh, it's a play. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I thought it was a movie. It's okay. Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Okay. Yeah. So if it's okay, I mean, like if we can meet in an hour or so at
Sure, sure.
the
And
bar.
and ours sounds good. I I will be uh I will be drinking from now to then, so sooner rather than later,
Uh,
ideally.
okay. Sure. All right. I'll meet you there. Thank you so much. I appreciate this.
No problem.
And then she hangs up and she's just kind of like looking incredulously at her phone and going, um, I think I have an opportunity, Charlie.
Did I hear you say Don Lee?
Yeah.
He's a bit of a has-been, isn't he?
Well, I mean,
No, it's not McLaren Chow.
right, but I mean, like he has been in movies. I mean, because I guess of his comedian chops. I mean, like he's pretty good like at character acting. But supposedly this is a movie that he's producing himself, and he wants me for the female lead. I need to check this out. I mean, regardless, I mean, it may be just a weird vanity project. Who the hell knows? But it's a movie. It's something I can put on on my CV.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Um,
But I have to meet him an hour at, and then she names the hotel bar, and yeah, I need to get home and get changed. I mean, like freshen up a bit.
oh, okay. Yeah, I'll cancel that reservation. Yeah, yeah, no big deal.
I'm so sorry, hon. I just really want to see what it's about. I mean, it may be complete like maybe a complete larf, but regardless, I mean, like I'd be remiss if I didn't at least you know ask about it, right?
Yeah, sure. You gotta go for those opportunities. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah, and so like maybe you're near home and then like, she gets freshened up and gets ready for meeting Don Lee. So,
Um, I mean, I think I think the perfect shitty stinger to that scene is we see Charlie take this ring box out of his jacket pocket and like throw it in the drawer, right?
no! That's so awesome. That is so fucking awesome.
Oh, that is good.
That's
That
so
is good.
good. Oh my god. Sorry.
We should have a break now
Yeah.
so we can breathe again.
God, this is so great. Sorry.
Okay, so we're back, and I guess time to keep digging. We think we should cut to the hotel, fancy hotel number one.
Yeah, fancy it all.
Oh, do we want to end on the scene with Cam and McLaren? Is that what we're doing?
No, we're starting there.
Oh, okay, we're starting there.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mind, but it seems like a good cycle to keep going. So, Mads, I think you played McLaren last week, right?
I did.
Okay. So I'm wondering, obviously, Salman kind of made the arrangements. It's just for the two of them, or is there any like Salman isn't there? He's already kind of met and agreed everything with Chow, right?
Well, he said he was going to bring a contract. That's what he said to McLaren.
Yeah, but I think Camilla has the contract. I think Salman is specifically not here because of the tension of having sprung this on Cammy. So it's like you handle this. It's yours. Like it's just whatever you want. But yeah.
I mean that's advantageous because if he were there, mud would be thrown perhaps, and he wants to avoid that. Bus.
Right? But I mean, like how does Cam feel about that? Like holding a contract that. Has already been offered to somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, not great. And like maybe we see her like at the steps into the hotel, take it out of her bag and look at it and like shake her head and like maybe almost like half turn away or rip it up, or kind of like we see this going through her head, but no, she just turns around and walks in.
How do we want to do this? Because of course it's like, if it's McLaren Chow and then, he's at the hotel. I mean, like, she knows what he looks like, but he doesn't know who he's meeting. Did Sal even say, Cam's name? I mean,
no, I think he just said the director.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
this is going to be weird, right? Because I mean, like, it's either going to be real dumb and awkward because, here's this beautiful young woman approaching him saying it's like, hey, I'm the director of the show, which is like, what the hell? Or this could be like, yeah, I mean, it's just weird. I mean, so unless there's a way to identify her to him, he could think that, she's just some sort of like, faking fan. What you know what I mean?
You can't. Sure. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind. Mads, however awkward you want to play it, I'm happy with whatever flavor of car crash we end up with.
Okay, because I think he's already like maybe he's told Sal that he'll be in the restaurant because
Yeah.
the hotel restaurant, just because he's afraid of um you know people asking too many questions if they know they can ask for him at the front desk. So he's kind of like in the restaurant, but kind of like low key. So
Yeah.
the dim lighting of the restaurant, and I mean, obviously doesn't have sunglasses in here, but I mean, like, he's just, again, like, just looks regular. Looks,
Yeah, no, I will also say that the point of these hotels is that if you're in the restaurant,
mhm.
like you're the kind of person that can be in the restaurant. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
not
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
this menu is keeping 99.99% of people
Okay,
out of this place. So it's
perfect.
not like
Okay, no, no, no.
it's not
Hey, I just
there are no
wanted to be sure.
fans here. Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay,
It's not.
just
Yeah,
making sure. I
yeah,
mean, hey.
yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like, so he's kind of like over in the back, over, beyond the bar and such of this particular hotel restaurant. And so you see him, he's kind of like in the center of these tables. Nobody else is here yet because it's early. It's early yet for dinner. Nobody's really here. So Cam could see him from the door. And I think the yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I guess the maitre d or whoever, I arrive at uh, the plinth, the
Yeah.
desk, whatever it is,
Yeah.
and give my name and say who I'm here to meet. And I guess I notice him and I say, "Oh, I see Mr. Chow over here."
Yeah. And I think the maitre d is is like giving you a bit of a look, because again, maybe McLaren, it's like, was saying, it's like, I'm expecting him, someone
Yeah,
older. Like,
I,
maybe he's describing Sal rather than the director, whatever,
yeah,
because he's expecting Sal to be there.
I actually think the maitre d might be, if they're reacting in any way, it's because they're like, is this uh is this like, McLaren Chow's like new like girlfriend?
Oh,
Is that
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
because
Okay, okay,
like
cool, cool, cool.
this girl is 20, like,
Right, 20, like, she's a
yeah,
young looking late 20s, okay?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
what?
So it's a bit of like, what?
Yeah.
What's going
But he also looks younger than he actually is, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Especially looking like that. Okay, go ahead.
So, like in that moment of like gears winding in the maitre d space, I would just nod and say thank you, and then just start walking.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
And then he's contemplating the menu. I mean, again, he's dressed in a simple button down, probably black button down this time, no tie, and he's you can't see what he's wearing, but yeah, I mean, and he's just looking there very sedate, recognizable, but like, again, like, not tricked out like he would normally be for like a premiere or something. And he looks up as you approach and says, "Yes."
Mr. Chow, my name is Camilla. I believe you were talking, Camilla Chung. You were talking to Salman Khan. Uh, and, well, I'm the director of the play,
Oh,
obviously.
uh, oh, pardon. Didn't mean to be startled, but not obviously. One, I was actually expecting Salman to come with you, and two, I didn't realize you were so young.
Well, yeah, I think we're the same age, Salman and I. So, yeah, it's not,
Okay.
I just sit down and let that awkward moment disappear.
Yeah, yeah, and he's trying to fumble to recompose himself, which he does admirably within a second, and just kind of goes back to being more um, uh, neutral. Um, so yes, Salman had said that you would be able to give me more details about the show, the play itself. I read through the script earlier this afternoon, and I found it fascinating, especially scene 4.
Yeah, I mean that was that was a scene that definitely caught my attention as well. Um, I know your timetabling right now is a little bit challenging for us because our first night is in exactly 4 weeks' time when we open.
He
Um,
said that. I'm sorry. He said that rehearsals would start in 2 weeks, and that it would be fine for me to come in a month. You're
well,
saying that opening night is actually in 4 weeks?
well, I mean, you know Salman, don't you? And I mean,
I am familiar with his father.
okay. Um, because Salman, I love Salman. He's my cousin. I look up to him. But he is, an ideas man, great podcast, great ideas man. But in terms of details in the theater, this is his first rodeo. So he may not have realized exactly the brass tacks. um,
That seems rather odd that he wanted to bring me on for a project that was going to be opening when I would actually be available.
well, maybe he didn't realize how much time and effort we in the business like to put into rehearsals, especially with a complex character. Um,
Yes.
you know, to some people sitting on the outside, they think, you just know your lines, you show up, that's it. So,
that sounds like my first manager.
so
Put the monkey out there to play and do its thing, and then, rake in some money for commission.
so I mean, I don't want to waste your time, Mr. Chow. Like, I don't know what your other production is like time wise. I wouldn't like to suggest that you could double up. Um, but
I had actually come straight from the airport a few hours ago to meet with Salman on the request of his father, and I I didn't know this. I'm so sorry. Um, I understand if you think it is too much trouble for your production that I am not even around um, until the actual opening night. I mean, I have done Zoom rehearsals, of course, but that is very, very different from actually blocking on stage and
yeah,
being able to respond in a timely manner.
exactly. So I would understand. I mean, obviously, we would love to have you. I mean, especially with your story, that this is the theater you started with, and maybe this is the last production that ever takes place there. It would be, I mean, it would be amazing to have you, but you know,
Can you give me a little bit more information about why? I mean, of course, Salman had told me about its, a quick lowdown on its history, which I do know because of having performed very small parts there. But can you tell me why this is the last production?
oh, so there is like a rezoning. So the local council has decided to rezone it for office buildings. Like the financial center is
Of course.
extending, and one of those multinational banks with impossible acronyms is moving in. So,
Of course.
uh,
Oh, I'm sorry. You Did you want to have a drink? Did you want to order? I mean, and he'd wave somebody over, you know. What would you like? Anything. I'm perfectly happy to for your time.
No, if you want, I'll have whatever you're having.
He kind of smiles and then names this weird ass cocktail, and then like the wait staff is just kind of smiling, and go, of course, Mr. Joe, and yeah, um,
They're gonna have to
runs off and
Google.
makes it.
They're gonna have to Google that, aren't they?
No, actually, I have stopped here before,
Oh,
and they know it's a little quirk of mine. I try to have it in um, every hotel that I've been in on my travels. Uh, Again, a quirk.
so I'd love to hear about your first production. Um, my friend knows all the details, but um, she's a bit of a fan, you know.
I'm surprised you didn't send her to meet with me then.
um, well, I guess as the director, it was up to me to have this difficult conversation, and yeah,
True.
I'm not sure Amy could have said no.
Ah, well, I mean, celebrity notwithstanding, I do want to do a good job in anything that I participate, that I perform in. I my first part here was, and then he gives like this cute anecdote about how, like, he was like, I guess the delivery boy in this very quick production, and it was meant to be um, like partly a comedy, but mostly like, drama, kind of like the production is now. But then he was just like kind of like even not even an under five. He was like, coming in as a scared looking grocery boy, like listening in on an argument and then walk right back out again. And then like he's telling you this anecdote, and then he's very animated as he's telling you about, like, when he first started here. And then he starts to ask you about, so what what about your interest in theater? Have you done this long?
Yeah, I mean, not, I mean, a lot of time since college, you know, and a lot of different things, a lot of different roles. To be honest, I feel like until now, I haven't really had a good chance at finding something that really sings to me. Um, you know, um, I think when I was younger, I was not. I was a bit excited by everything new, you know, but yeah, this is directing. This seems to be where I'm ending up. Uh,
Because, may I ask, is it because of the control, or because of all the different aspects that you have to be aware of?
well, I mean, if I kind of take a step back, you know, I see so many productions that are so not to give vanilla a bad name, but you know, so conventional in their interpretations of the scripts, and it makes me tired, you know. And I think there's so much more that we can be doing on stage than we typically see. It's, you know, so conventional and so easy. And yeah, I like to people see people stretch when they're not just on stage but in the seats.
You sound a lot like my First director. Before the Hollywood cog, the Hollywood machine, excuse me, swallows up the cogs and makes them turn. Can I let you in on a little secret?
Please?
Yeah, a lot of the conventional that you see is mostly because where the money drives, that is what we have to fulfill. When the producers, the suits, let's say, want to have a certain thing included in the movie because it's safe, because it's well known and people flock to see it, that is what they're going to hone in on. Not necessarily the experimental, not exactly stretching their comfort zone, because the comfort zone would cost them. In so which case, sometimes the thing that makes us the most money is not the thing that gives us life. So I understand that philosophy a little bit. I do. And I appreciate it in someone who is starting out as well.
And yet to be chewed up by the machine.
Try to find those parts that, will pay the bills, as it were, but also give some stretch. I will usually take jobs because I know of the director, to know that they do have a clear vision. They have a sense of what they want to tell, the stories that they want to tell. In this script, do you have a story that you want to tell?
Yeah, I'm positive the margins on my copy are too full.
That's the best. When you're able to make notes and be able to convey them. I'd be interested to see how you convey your vision to your actors. Let us, if you don't mind. I'm still able to be in town for the next day or so, visiting. If you don't mind, I wouldn't be opposed to performing. I mean, to auditioning, basically. If you think that this would be valuable to you, and if possible, meeting some people for this production.
Yeah, maybe we could do a reading.
Yes, that would be wonderful. And then this is the point where the weird cocktail comes out, and it's like a parfait, right? Because it's kind of like got that ombre styled liquid on the bottom, layered in with like something that looks like cream in the middle, and then on top is like some kind of like, icy slush that's like topped over with some kind of elaborate umbrella and swizzle stick. And he's looking from that to you and watching your reaction.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's probably some kind of lip curl, a kind of like dismissive disgust reaction that this is like so unlike me and my tastes. But I'm not gonna I'm gonna try it, obviously. The
It
risks
is
you run when you say whatever you're having, right?
right, exactly. Like chef's recommendation, sure. But actually, I mean, I think he's looking for your reaction, because then he like slides it over without looking at it. It's himself, and then just kind of like slides it over, and then like takes a sip from the corner of his mouth as he's watching you. And then I think you'll discover that is actually pretty damn refreshing. It actually tastes really good. What does Cammy taste that makes her think, oh, more than meets the
Yeah. I think there's this, like these, like, intuitively shouldn't work
hmm
combination, like
Yes,
like
yes,
tomato and salt, right, or something like that.
something like that.
That really comes through. You read the ingredients, you go, well, that's not going to work, but the combination is.
Oh, he didn't tell you what was in it.
Yeah, yeah, but like, you know what I mean. If um, whatever combo is
Yeah,
definitely um, worth taking a second sip straight away, right? You're trying to
absolutely.
figure it out, what's going
hmm
on here, and yeah.
One of my chef friends, or I should say, one of my bartender friends, had created this just for me, saying it's a bit too much on the outside and just right on the inside. I don't know. Do you think it's an apt description?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could certainly see myself ordering this, but I have to come back to your hotel, obviously.
Again, wherever I am, I will usually, again, they know my quirk, and they will usually know, or they will know how to make it. Again, for your time, let's have some dinner, and then again, um, if possible, I would love to do a reading for you at some point while I'm here.
Yeah, perfect.
And the wait staff comes over, gets the orders, whatever, and he's just smiling at you over dinner.
Okay. Do we cut there and move on?
Can
If
I
you
can
want
I
to.
can I can I clarify
Yeah.
that when he described that drink, it
Uh-huh.
was some kind of like metaphor for himself? Like he
Oh,
was
that's what I
like,
understood for sure.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
that was so funny. Him being like, it's too much on the outside.
I mean, what I would like to say is every scene that McLaren Chow is in needs a wide-angle lens. Otherwise, they'll miss the ego.
I
Oh my
told you this
god.
guy's got like presence.
Oh my
maybe that
god.
maybe that bartender friend of him was not very complimentary, but it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
You're a bit
it's fine.
much,
You're a
really.
bit much.
Yeah.
But I mean, I hope you liked that because I loved picking that up.
Oh no, yeah. I have such a good sense of McLaren Chow now. I'm like, is he gonna be good at all though? Like it's unclear. Like, is he um
We'll
oh my
see.
god.
We'll
Yeah.
see. He still has to do a reading for Cam.
So I thought we'd come out of the scene having confirmed one way or the other whether he's
Oh,
in the show.
okay.
I'm
Well, I
I'm
mean,
glad I'm glad we did. I think it's perfectly fine. I was just like, it
okay.
was interesting that we
If you want to confirm it, we can, but at a later time.
Yeah,
Whether that
but
be later that night or, the next day, you decide.
I mean, the thing, right, in terms of McLaren being in the play or not, it would appear that he's not going to be, even with this whole reading thing going on, and
Yeah.
and that is obviously, or in my mind at least, the tar that Camille will be painted with in terms of, hey, how could you mess this up from Salman, right? Um,
It could be, yeah, it could be interesting.
yeah.
So,
Okay.
Let's cut.
Because I mean, I was
to
also
the
gonna, I was
other.
also going to include a trope of like, okay, maybe he takes her out for karaoke, but I mean, like, I don't know if we want to go that far. So that is up to you.
No, I think if it's a very unsubtle scene when someone's like, "Let's go to karaoke now." um, uh, shall we cut to the other hotel and the other older man talking to younger woman scene that we for some
This is
reason
just
said.
this sounds even more creepy, okay? I'm just gonna say.
Oh, no, for sure, for sure.
Oh my gosh. Oish. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I guess I think Charlie will will be a bit like, yeah, sure, no problem, and then like kind of well, okay, hold on. Let's think about this. So in our city, do people depend more on public transport, or do they like, do they only have cars when they're able to really afford parking them? Um, that's the first thing
I
because it's like I'm trying to figure out whether like Ami's got a car or if she's like, oh hell no, I'm just gonna do public transit or whatever, or have Charlie drop her off, and then she'll just take the subway or a cab home.
I could see it either way. I think cab seems very normal thing
Okay,
for us
that's
to
fine.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like, if Charlie's got to go, like, got to get some rest, which she probably does, because again, post call, then she's probably like, it's fine, honey, I'll just take a cab, and she does, and she gets there, and I guess she finds Dawn at the bar. How does she
Yeah.
see Dawn at the bar?
Oh my God. So there's a great illustration for the player in the playbook, which is again like, half sleeve shirt, two buttons
Hmm.
open, like that kind of like uh kind of casual, uh very carefully constructed casualness to it. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I just threw this on kind of look. Um, uh, uh he's there with a couple of other people. Um, Clearly, like, this is not a professional like meeting like that has been arranged, but rather he was here, and clearly he just seems to have had the idea and called her, and then this has happened. So as she comes over, I think he will excuse himself and like send those like his friends away or whatever. But yeah.
When you say sends his friends away, like as in they leave, or are they like going to another table and then just kind of hanging
Oh,
out?
another table, like, yeah. And the way he does it is like, he's like, okay, this is business meeting, guys, you need to give me some space. And they go like, yeah.
Yeah, and then she rocks up and she's kind of just like, I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your fun.
No, I mean, I just think that a lot of people stress out over these making movies and stuff like that. You see them, they go into a movie, they're like uh, you know their hair's slick, and they come out of the movie, they got their hair's white, it's coming out. I just want this to be fun process. I think that's what I'm trying to do here.
Okay, and I'm assuming that she just like kind of slides in and sits down
Yeah.
without waiting for him to you know
Yeah.
ask her to do
So
so.
are you excited?
I would like to see the script if possible. I mean, like,
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. He takes out his phone, like he goes to an email, and he just forwards an email to you, so it comes along with like it's the script, but also like the text from the person who sent it to him is all there. It's not very neat. Yeah.
Oh boy. And she kind of like just kind of looks at it and then like starts to breeze through it really quickly.
No. Let me just pitch it to you. Okay.
Okay.
Um, have you seen uh, 8 Mile? with the Eminem movie?
I saw bits of it.
Oh yeah, so it's like that, except it's my life.
Okay.
Right? Right. You see it, right? You see it. It's
Okay.
just me starting out, college student, got a bunch of dreams, just trying to make it, don't know anybody, don't have any contacts. And then, I'm doing stand-up, I'm taking auditions, life's a struggle, but then, I have this natural charisma and talent that just can't be denied. And I get, I make some deals with some unsavory characters. They try to cheat me out of it. I lose some money, I'm like down in the dumps, but then finally I get that call, like I have this role, like kill it, I have a great show. Yeah, it's just like all of that. You can feel it, right? You can feel what I'm saying here.
And how much are you're producing this as well, yes?
um, so yeah, I think just to get the details right, I need to also be on that side of the table, if you know what I mean. But I'm not financing it. We have a we have a professional financier. We have a studio on board. We have a platform. I don't. I can't give you any details till you sign the NDA. Oh my god. Okay, I shouldn't have sent you that script without you signing an NDA. But like, just. But it's
I
cool.
mean,
It's cool. But just keep it between us. Like, don't send the script to anybody. But
of course not.
yeah. But I the platform that the movie's going to be on, it starts with the net and ends with an X, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this sounds really interesting. Can I ask? It's like, what is the female lead part to you? If I don't really have time to look
Okay.
at the script.
Yeah. Yeah. So it just like, it feels like what I'm trying to do is pay a homage, to the women in my life who helped get me here to this moment. So this character is kind of an amalgamation of all the women who were there for me and kind of like, like help me believe in myself and get here. Yeah. So we've put all those personas into one character. Um, her name is Tanya, and it's just, yeah, she's really cool. I think you'll like her. I think you'll see a lot of yourself in her. She's a go-getter. She's a cool person.
I mean, while he's been saying this, she's been kind of like typing through her phone like really quick, and she's like like tabbing to another tab, and like quickly looking up a Wikipedia or an IMDb thing on him. And she, like she looks down at the personal life bit, and she
Yeah.
sees the long list of women, just the women in his life, and just kind of like her eyebrows raise at that. And then she goes, now if this is about your life, and
Yeah.
you've had not the very quick rise. I mean, it's taken some time, I imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
um but I mean, like, who's going to be playing you at the beginning of this?
Oh no, it's just gonna be me.
So, okay, so let me get this straight. Like, the character that I'd be playing would be an amalgam of all the women in your life. Her eyebrows raised involuntarily again. And then you
Just
will be
normal
playing
things.
your part from the very beginning of your career into what would be essentially present day. Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
So is this like like a surreal fantasy? I mean, is this going to be taken like where it's like, kind of like again, like at a time, at a place, and it's just
No. I think like, this is just like, I've been speaking to people and they tell me like, I just have that face and the physique that, like, if you put me in like like a uniform, I look like I'm in high school, like, just a little bit of makeup, magic of cinema, all of that stuff. Then all I do is like get into the right fashion sense from like 15 years ago. I'm back in college, like it's all good. Yeah.
No offense, Don, but I mean, I just keep thinking of this meme that I see, and of the older guy just kind of like going around with the backwards cap and going, "Hello, fellow kids. I'm so sorry. I mean, unless it was played as a fantasy, and again, I mean, like, my character would be this amalgam of all the women from beginning of your career to now. I mean, I think unless we were playing it as a fantasy, I don't think that would work, because then we would need like the younger actors, or me
No,
playing the
it's
younger
not.
part, and then like going. I just weird.
You know,
Just
no,
sorry.
it's fine. It's fine. I like this back and forth that we're having. I love this energy you're bringing, where you're like invested in the story and you're seeing it from the audience point of view. That's fine. That's fine. I love that. But instead of talking about me, why don't we talk about you? What have you been up to?
I'm currently managing this experimental theater. Um, that is crosstown. Yeah, I've been doing
Oh, what
that,
kind of
and
movies do you play?
um, I haven't really had the time to audition for any more movies. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much been invested in the theater for the past few years, but probably not for very much longer. We're gonna have our last show, the opening night of our last show in 4 weeks, and yeah, and then we have to say goodbye, and then I guess I'll figure out my life from there.
No, that's great. I mean, if the theater is shutting down or whatever, and you're free, that's perfect. I mean, I'm glad, because we're on kind of a strict schedule.
I haven't said
Uh,
that I'm going to do it yet, though. I,
I mean, yeah, yeah. Of course, I get it. I get it. You have to talk money. I'm gonna get my guy to speak to you, like like he will pitch you. But I'm telling you, you will like the numbers. And remember, like this is going on like on the platform you want to be on. So I'm just putting it out there. The money's good. The exposure is great. It's just such a great like first movie for you, and yeah, and you'd be doing me a huge favor. Like when the other actress dropped out, it was like it was crazy. We were like, what are we going to do? We're going to shoot in 2 weeks. And then I
oh,
remembered you, and I
wait,
was
wait,
like,
wait!
this is
Shoot
perfect.
in
Yeah.
2 weeks. I can't. I can't. I mean, I can get ready myself in 2 weeks for sure. I mean, like,
Yeah.
once I read the
Yeah.
script, and if I say yes,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying I am, but I
Okay.
can personally. However, we have our last show going off in 4 weeks. I can't be doing anything else in that time. I really can't.
Um. I I'm feeling like the energy is off here. Like, is it like what's not, what about this project is not kind of like clicking with you right now?
I mean, you've assumed, with me not even reading the script, that I'll be doing it. That's one. I don't like people assuming anything about me or for me. And two, I have a commitment. I have a commit. Do you understand about the word commitment? And her eyebrows raise again involuntarily as she says this.
Hmm.
And I mean, I want to follow through, because I owe it to my cast. I owe it to my theater. I owe it to everyone that has depended on me for so long to see this through.
Okay, I don't know how to tell you this, but the person who was supposed to do this role, like was she had more experience than you. Like, no offense, she's probably better looking, like, and it just feels like this is like has fallen into your lap, and you're just not excited about it. And I think maybe that's a deal breaker for me.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm, no deals were made as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I appreciate you talking with me today and for these, these few minutes. And, again, thanks for your time. I mean, again, thank you for calling me. But yeah, it's just not the right time for this right now. I do appreciate it though, Don. Thank you.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. All right. Thanks. And then she'll, give him that smile that she has, and then she'll slide out of the booth and leave.
I'm so sorry, but I just realized that.
No, but I want to know how Dawn looks. Essentially, like as she's leaving, like with no regrets on her part. But how does he look? He's essentially been rejected.
He is so annoyed. Like,
yes.
Incredibly annoyed.
And then his friends, I'm gonna say his friends at the other table are just kind of looking at him like, he didn't get her. What just happened? He's losing his touch. Shit. He's losing it. Oh no. A player got played. Yeah.
For Amy, I'm kind of wondering, like, did they say something that she hears that either like makes her regret her decision or like know that she made the right choice? Like that makes her doubt herself, or like go, yeah, rubber stamp that.
No, I think she's just like, I think like, just as you said, I think like the ping pong thing that I was thinking of. It's like, I think of this one flash of a scene where you see and hear this red stamp going, rejected.
God. Yeah. I think the heartbreaking detail is the fact that, like, basically Ami skipped the dinner in which she would have been proposed to attend this. Like, it's so sad. Like, it's so sad. Like that this meeting was this bad.
But you know what? I mean, it's perfectly fine because it's actually well in keeping with missed opportunities, in more than one way. I love it. So there we go.
Nice.
I think there's got to be some like podcast that just drops from Salman about seizing your opportunities, right? Like some moments come along once in a lifetime, and if you don't jump on that train, you're never going anywhere.
Yeah, but I mean, like, considering how Ami feels about Sal right now, she's just like, yeah, you tell us, Sal, and she's like, she's like furiously like tearing up something. I don't know what the hell, but I mean, or she's she's actually furiously deleting that email, the forwarded email that she got from
the script is
Don.
pretty bad. Like, I think.
Yeah. Oh no, she could tell from the very first page. I mean, like, as he was apologizing for, it's not very well, formatted or whatever. I mean, like, she could tell. Oh my God. So.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
But it wouldn't surprise me if he decided to be an asshole. But I mean, and then try to butt in further later on.
He keeps coming back, like,
or something, because I mean, he can't stand being rejected, right? I mean, he's upset. I mean, like, not just for his movie, but I mean, like, for himself. So I can totally see him being a butthead and coming back for whatever reason.
Yeah. Nice.
I mean, in his mind, he didn't offer enough money, right? She's just playing hard to get.
Yeah, like, exactly. Like, he can't conceive of, like, wait,
Who
no,
could reject
she did
me?
not. She did not say no. She didn't say like, she wasn't gonna do it. What? It's just, yeah, it's the
Just
money. I need
negotiations,
more
right?
money.
I mean,
Yeah.
He's like, I'm being played. I just need to figure out my counter move. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. Love it.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Do we want to have like because I mean, like now she's on like in a cab, like going back. Do we see Charlie with, I don't know.
I would like to see if we can get Salman and Ami together,
Okay.
in a scene
Now.
at least.
Yeah, that would be
And
hilarious.
now is the moment, right?
I thought we had the next day. I thought we were going to do all of us together with the reading with McLaren Chow. But,
Yeah.
But like now, what does that look like? What again? Also, like, what's the goal that you're seeing? Yeah.
I mean, kind of my headspace is that we know that like Charlie is asleep, right? He is like I don't know, feeling like he's missed his opportunity, or maybe he thinks he'll have one tomorrow. And then Salman has been thinking about Ami recently, and probably has an idea now that she has this other opportunity. Maybe he's still at the theater when she arrives. So, but I want to like. Is this a scene where we see Ami call Salman out on his bullshit, or is this a scene where Salman is kind of changing his approach to her? That's the question in my head.
It could be either or both, because I mean,
Yeah.
I just feel like I mean, do we know? Well, okay. Let me ask you this: do we know the outcome of the Cammy McLaren meeting?
No.
At this point,
no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he's doing a reading, and at that reading scene, we should clarify what happened. Like, if we do the reading scene with McLaren, at the end of that, we should know whether he's in the show or not.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we shouldn't push it longer
Sure.
than that. Like,
Oh yeah, that's strong. But I mean, like, again, before, like, before this part, I mean, like, and if Emmy and Sal, like, have it out or whatever, I mean, like, are we too aware of the outcome? So if we're not,
no, I think we're not. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if we're not, then we just need to, maybe we bump into each other at the theater as we're waiting for Cammy to get there and let us know what the hell's going on.
Okay. What if it's the next morning?
Okay.
And Cammy has not updated us overnight because it just got over too late. Like, she was, that meeting went on for too long. Yeah.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, whatever that means. We don't know yet. Okay. I leave it up to you, Cammy, to tell us what the hell happened. So, and then, like, I think this is where, like, Ami's at the theater. She's doing her thing. She's trying to make sure, like, again, doing her thing. I mean, like, 'cause she works there as well.
Yeah.
But then Sal comes over to see, like, if maybe, like, Amy got the scoop on what happened. And then, like, Ami's like, no, Sal, no, Cammy did not, like, let me know what was going on. I mean, like, she hasn't texted me or anything like that. I mean, and she, mind you, she's still annoyed because of the whole, like, Don thing. She was, like, kind of going over in her head and just deciding, no, that would have been a bad idea, because, like, he seems like a bad idea.
I think Salman picks up on that. He's like, are you okay?
To be honest, and she's, like, kind of cleaning up in one of the backstage areas. To be honest, no, I'm not. Just I had a meeting yesterday with Don Lee. Are you familiar with him? Comedian, actor, that sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, he actually had my number from an audition that I did for a movie, a couple of years ago. And he had my number. He called me. He said he had a great opportunity for me. And then she throws, like, like, maybe the props or the clothing, like, that she had in her hands, like, maybe she throws them against the wall. And do you know what he had the nerve to do? He said, oh, I think you'd be perfect for this part, Ami. But, you know, this would be a part that you'd be playing as the amalgam of all the women in my life, because this is a story about my life, and that, you know, my people would talk to you and like let you know how much it is, and then we start filming in 2 weeks for this platform movie that he's doing for begins with an N, ends with an X.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, yeah. If somebody calls you at the last minute, you know that you weren't their first choice.
Oh no, he told me. He told me I was definitely not his first choice, but you know, he knew that I would do a great job. Even though the actress that was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first pick was like better looking than me, I don't care. And just like, you know, more experienced. I mean, I get it.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Please no, thanks. And then she stuffs the
Okay.
clothing and the props like, you know, where they belong. Ugh. Have you seen
Yeah.
that guy's like, you know, personal life list? Ugh. Gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Yeah, but I
amalgam
mean,
of all the women in his life.
I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah, he sucks, you know.
He does suck.
And if you did the movie, it would have not let you do this play.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Oh,
And the script,
I'm glad
okay.
you said no.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Because I mean, like, if you had seen this script, which he forwarded me an email of this poorly formatted, really wackadoodle thing. I don't even know whether you could have conceivably called it a movie. You know, it may have been like one of those bargain bin experimental scripts that we would have used here. To be honest, I mean, like, you know, one of those showcase things that we do, or to appreciate local writers. I mean, you know me, Sal. Come on, you know that I love a story. I love stories. I love characters. But this was just what the hell? Did he pick it out of the TV guide? I don't know. I mean, oh my god.
Oh my God, can I see this script?
No, I deleted it. I deleted it hard because I did not want anything to do with it, because to be honest, I felt like even though he forwarded it from somebody else, which had somebody else's notes on it and such, I just felt like the scum. If there was such a thing as electronic scum, it would be clinging to this thing. So I just had to delete it out of my phone as soon as possible. God.
That isn't how you think about me, right?
What? What do you mean?
I no, I just needed to like
Think about
like that
you.
guy.
What?
No, like I'm just no, no. I mean, yeah, forget it.
Sal, what's your question? And she's like, you know, going to work on some shelving or whatever.
No,
What?
I just needed to. Just wanted to make sure that like you don't think of like that guy's an asshole, but I'm not like him. Right?
I feel like, and this is where she turns away from the shelves and she puts one hand on her hip as she's considering this. The sticky thing about you, Sal, is that you mean well. You always mean well, and you have great ideas. But I honestly don't think that you understand. Sometimes a lot of these ideas can't be implemented in the way that you can just run a project, you know? Like lay out the steps, get it done, da da. I mean, yes, everything's got a workflow. Absolutely. I get that, especially once you're in a routine. However, when you're dealing with people and their emotions and the things they have to do to get to those places, I don't think I just don't think you get it sometimes. And sometimes you run roughshod over people and not even realize that they're just, I don't know, they're just pieces of a project to you. So no, you're not an asshole, but you're something. you're, I don't know how else to put
I
it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's why I need people like you around, right? Because you can tell me when I'm going too fast, or when my ideas are dumb or whatever. And
I'm not saying your ideas are dumb. I mean, like, again, I've always thought your ideas are great. However, like actually getting them to happen, or to at the right time, like, when it's the right time, like as you say on the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's not that right time, and maybe one person is not always the right person. I don't know. Sorry, that sounds dumb. You need to be able to, I guess, bring people together. That's what I try to do here, right? I mean, like, we try to have, like, the casting that fits, and the people, and the behind the scenes folks that can get the machine to work, get the gears to turn, right? I mean, I'll be sorry to say goodbye. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. But I'm sorry. To answer your first question, no, I did not get any text from Cam. I mean, I tried. I mean, like, I tried sending her. It's like, Cam, how'd it go? Nothing.
Can Cam walk in now?
I mean, I think the camera cuts to Cam rolling out of bed, like 17 missed messages or whatever on their phone.
Yes. Yes. First voicemails and then text.
Yeah. It's just notification smorgasbord on her phone, right?
Yeah.
And then they're mostly from Ami and some from Sal, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And maybe one from McLaren.
Well, I mean, did I say what bed she's rolling out of? I don't know.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Did you? Don't I mean,
we want to know.
It's time for a break, right?
No! How dare you, Dana? I can push on. Do you need a break? If you need a break, we can have a break.
Well, do we want to take 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minutes is fine.
Okay. That's fair. Okay, I'll see you back in 5.
See you in 5.
Yeah, apologies for that cliffhanger, but I couldn't resist. So I guess, yes, on screen, right, we see Cammy finally wake up, roll out of a very nice hotel bed, and see her 17 missed messages.
Wait. Is anybody in the bed right now, or or is the shower going in the bathroom?
No, I think we have, I don't know. I want to say, like, softly snoring McLaren Chow, right? Because he's giving off these very refined vibes. I think, we have to see him slightly worse for wear.
When you're sleeping, you're completely relaxed. So, I mean, he's not perfect. No, absolutely not. His hair is askew. Like, maybe he drools a little in his sleep. You don't know. Well, yes, you do know. Now you do know. But he's still kind of, like, weirdly, like, mussy, sexy. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, however you think. She kind of wakes up and looks back at him. But yeah, he's pretty bare. I mean, like.
So I think, I guess we cut to Cammy coming into the theater, like, a little bit late, with a, like, regular casual outfit on. So maybe her alarm went off at the usual time, but she has to lose time to get home to get dressed again and maybe have a shower.
Yeah, so she walks in and
wait, before you start. Is this regular usual outfit? Is this actually what she wears every day?
No, this is like maybe a little bit more casual, right? So not quite her usual, but like
Okay.
it's definitely from her wardrobe. But like
Right.
it'd be
But
like
again, college roommate, all right, college
yeah,
roommate.
yeah,
So
yeah. You can
Amy's
read
looking at
between the lines, you know.
Amy's just like her eyebrows were raised with Don Lee. Her eyebrows are like up to into her forehead, like 3 inches too high. And it's like, oh, and that's all she
What?
says. Like, and Sal's like right there.
It's like
Oh,
what?
Yeah, sorry I'm late, guys. My alarm didn't go off.
something did.
What?
Yeah, so sorry I haven't updated you. I guess my phone might, I ran out of charge or something. I'm not sure what happened.
So Amy takes a step back, so she's behind Sal a little bit, but you can still see her face, and she's like, "What did you do?" Mouthing it, and Sal can't see.
Uh, I think I'm ignoring this because obviously I can't see anything. Um,
Right.
so yeah, I had a good meeting with Mr. Chow last night. He's going to come in and do a reading.
Okay. Okay.
I will say, professionally speaking, um, he is probably not going to take the part just because the timeline is too tight for him. He cannot spread himself that thin.
Okay.
Um,
And
but
is
he
he
is
saying that
interested.
or are you saying that?
He said that.
He said
We discussed the timeline, and he didn't realize that opening day was the first day he was available, Salman. Um,
Salman, you
I mean,
didn't.
he doesn't need to okay,
Yes,
fine.
you.
It's fine.
well,
It's fine.
Sal.
so um, yeah, so I mean, he's interested in our vision. He really loves the script. He read it
But then why is
uh,
he doing a reading if he knows he can't do the part?
because the project really interests him. And I said, maybe he just comes out of this having met us all and having some nice thoughts about us, and maybe he feel just this is a missed opportunity for him,
Oh, okay.
and we're giving him a chance to be on stage one last time.
Okay. Question: are you planning on doing the reading like we did with Mr. Chatterjee and and Mr. Huang, or are you planning on just doing the weird scene 4?
Yeah, he really loves scene 4, so I think
Okay.
we're just gonna maybe do a run through that entire scene, not like we would for an audition, but just to get a sense of the scene, give him a sense of what's going on and what our vision
Sure.
is. Um,
Okay.
Okay. Is
Okay.
this like we get to take a picture with him here, we get to use that in our
Sal,
promo
no,
stuff?
no, come on,
What is
no.
this? No, Cammy is saying that he's out, but he's coming in to do a reading, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, but what
yeah, listen. I think if we get a cast photo with him, we get him to
Only if it's something like, "Oh, the cast is so glad to see him stop by," or
yeah,
what
yeah.
have
We're
you. Like, something for Instagram, but don't make it seem like it's a promotional material that he's actually going to be in the show. If he's not, right? I mean, that's what I heard.
okay, just idea off the top of my head. Okay, what if
Sal, don't
he
make this complicated, please.
what if he just does like a walk-on part? Like that would be even better than him doing a big part. Like if we get to say, like, he's on it for like 2 minutes. Yeah.
let's see how excited he is when he steps off. Maybe
Okay.
he could be the governor. The
Yeah.
prince part at
Awesome.
the end,
Awesome.
wrap
Okay.
things
Okay.
up.
Awesome.
All right. All
Loving
right.
this.
Like,
Loving this.
but really,
Sal.
in terms of our promotional pitch, like he could say, "Oh, I'm excited. What I'm seeing at this theater brings me back to the old days." All that kind of nonsense, right?
Yeah. We could even just have him be there on opening night in the first row if he just came on and said a few words. That might be enough, actually. You know what? I was wrong. Like, I know I put us in a tough spot. I should not have interfered with this, but I have to say, Cammy, I'm loving this. I'm loving this like mature, professional, problem-solving stance you're taking with this. I'm glad that you're able to, figure this out, I just want to say, cool, like, great job.
From behind Sal, a very audible sigh of relief from Amy.
And there's definitely like a subtext of, "Yep, that's me. I am being totally professional," from Kami.
but then Amy remembers and then like gives you that look like.
Okay, cool. I just have some calls to make, so I will just.
Don't blow this up, Sal.
Don't do anything until he's in, and when we can discuss what's going on.
It has nothing to do with him. I have 7 other plates I'm spinning right now.
Just don't.
Just relax.
Okay.
Just relax. Also, there is somebody from like the local paper that's going to show up in like 1 hour to take some pictures and stuff. Don't worry about it. I'll handle that. Anyway, bye.
But not like, again, think about that as you don't know anything about this, Sal, that like, we'll see how McLaren does for the reading, and just like, if he comes here, great. If he doesn't remember, nobody knows about it.
With him. It's nothing to do with him. I'm just doing my job. I had no idea he was showing up. I just had some. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
And he's on the phone and he's out there. Okay.
And immediately Amy turns to Cam and goes, What happened? You didn't answer my text, my voicemails. What did you do?
Nothing you wouldn't have done.
If you did what I think you did, and the way you're dressed like now, I think you did do it. I don't think I would have done that. Honestly, I think I would have been a blubbering mess like, "Oh, you obviously weren't."
Well, I am not a blubbering mess.
No, you're not, and it's great. But were you? But how?
Listen, we had a really honest, forthright discussion about professional standards.
Oh, good. Okay.
And how he couldn't do the job. And then he was kind of interested in hearing a bit more about my vision and what we were going to do with the play. And then he said, "Oh, maybe I will come in for a reading because it sounds really interesting." And I couldn't say no to that.
Evidently. I mean, I don't know whether to be incredibly jealous or incredibly congratulatory. She's got this like warring expressions on her face kind of look. My God, Cam, it's McLaren Chow. Did you think it all? I gotta ask. Did you think it all?
No, not really. I mean,
okay.
Because then we weren't going to be working together, and then it was just like, I don't know.
That's the important part. I mean, like, so long as he's not going to be working with or for you, that's really the important part. As long as he's not working for you, we're good, I guess. I mean, I don't know how much gossip trains like work.
Well,
but I'm just saying,
you can't have people just giving you parts because they're your best friend or in a relationship with you, right?
Right. In which case, I mean, again, I feel terrible. It's like if I decided to take the lead, and given that, I don't want to. I mean, maybe I'm better off just being the stage manager for the thing and just taking it all the way through the end. Helping drive the boat forward and just.
Amy,
Yeah.
if you're not going to take this lead, first of all, you should have refused that yesterday. And second of all, I just think you don't want to be a successful actor. Like, you obviously don't want this if you're just going to give up a part because I don't want to. Like,
I'm not saying I don't wanna. I mean,
like
you
you should be
just said,
taking every opportunity that comes your way.
Cam, you
Like
just said,
anything that gets you credit as leading actress is something you should be doing.
okay, so are you saying
You should be leading this play, obviously. That's what I mean.
But I'm working for you, Cam. You're directing this play. I am your, I think, I think I'm your best friend. Should we have a fight and then I'm not? I mean, I don't know. Again, professionalism. I mean, again, it's great that
We
you're
are
not.
in like
I know, I know. It's
folk
4 weeks.
theater, right?
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. All right.
Let's not hold ourselves to too high standards.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right.
If I had to fire or not hire everyone I was friends with, we would be left with.
Yeah, that's true. Charlie wouldn't have done as many parts as he has over the years. My gosh, that's true. Oh my god, you're just bullying me over because I was trying to call you to let you know about, like, something that happened to me last night as well, and I'm so mad. I
You're so
was telling
mad. Who are
I
you
was
mad
telling.
at?
Oh my god, do you know the actor, like the comedian actor Don Lee? He's more local and such, but goddamn, what an ass. Yeah, he invited me. He had my number from an old audition, and he called me out to be perfect for a part that he had, which that's a lie because I was not his first choice. And secondly, I mean, like, this script was miserable, and supposedly about his own life, which he said, like, I'd be playing the amalgam of all the women in his life, and he'd be playing himself throughout, like, his whole career. I, seriously, I mean, but it's supposedly going to be on the platform. Begins with an N, ends with an X, and I'm just like,
And how many sex scenes were there in this screenplay?
oh, I couldn't even get that far because
Okay.
he said I didn't need to read the script. He was going to pitch it to me. Even worse, right? Even worse. So bad. So yeah, I turned him
But
down hard. I was just like,
okay, but is
no,
this
that's
like
okay.
a real production or just like a
Supposedly, I mean, he said that they would be starting to film in 2 weeks. So we can tell how desperate he was if he thought, like, oh well, she's local and I can call her to pick up the to pick up the slack. Sure, that's great, dude.
um I mean you should have a look at the script.
I did. It was awful. I mean,
Okay.
for the bit that I skimmed, it was awful. It was so bad that I deleted it off of my phone because it was just like I didn't want the scum sitting on there like on a pond.
You could go back to him with some edits.
And then
Like,
I'd be doing him a favor and then taking away the writer's job. No.
well, it sounds like there's no writer. It's just like his ramblings, right?
Well, because he said it was about his life. Yes, you're right. But I mean, like, would I get paid for that?
Well, you would because he's obviously desperate.
I would. I'd be asking for writer's pay,
Writer's pay
actor's
and
pay,
lead acting
le-
and script doctor.
script doctor. Yeah, I should charge a mint to him for that.
Well, if
Can
only
you
you had a
imagine?
friend who also had a bit of experience script doctoring. I mean, that would work.
True, true, true. Are you saying we should do this instead of
No, no, no,
our
not
plan?
instead. We're doing. I just feel like I'm being a bit of a fake if I give you advice to like take leading roles and then the other side of the coin is you're just not taking this role
Yeah, but
because
he
it's
wants
not
to
a.
film. He wants to start filming in 2 weeks. We will be deep, like, butt deep in pre-production, like, to do, like, like the rehearsals and the the blocking and stuff like that. We can't. We can't have me away for whatever the hell kind of rehearsals that we're gonna do for this movie, and then also be involved in full on tech rehearsals by that last week. Just can't.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. No, you're right. It's silly.
I can't let you down by like that, Cam. Whether I be in the stage managing position or the lead role, I get it. Yes. Just saying. I can't go out like that. I can't let this theater go out like that.
Okay.
Okay. And maybe that's my failing. I mean, maybe that's my problem. And that's a me problem, not you problem, okay? You can depend on me to be here, to be the lead, one of the leads, and do this. I believe in this and us so much. Okay?
Okay.
And it doesn't sound like you believe in that, but okay, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I'm not the person that spent some time with a celebrity. It's fine. It's okay. It's
I
okay.
think you get a playful slap on the shoulder for that one.
Yeah.
Stop. You know.
Yeah. And we can come out of that scene, sure.
Yeah. Do we think we want to have the McLaren reading, or do we want to?
I think we should call it. I think we should end there.
Wait a
Okay,
minute.
We have
We have to have a little something that includes the
What
the
a
line.
tragedy.
Yeah.
That is true.
I mean, and I maybe
Sal. It should be something with like Sal or Charlie or both. I mean, something.
I know. I feel like I feel like the tragedy here is just like I feel like the conversation that you guys were having like could have ended with that line.
Oh.
It's just like what was it you said, Mads? You're saying I'm not the one who spent time with the celebrity. Something. Yeah. Can we go from there to somebody like
yeah. I mean, do you want to say it, or do you want me to say it, Donna? It's fine.
Or do we have someone overhear that last bit of the conversation, right?
It's not. I think it's better if Sal didn't overhear. Okay. Though, would it be better?
Oh wait, something that Sal like hears on the phone. Like, remember, he's making like 7 different calls, or like 7 different projects spinning in the air. What if we end on that? Like, he's on the phone.
Yeah. Oh, what could be something that he says that elicits? Does he say "what a tragedy"? Is that?
Yeah, he says that. He says that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I think he comes in and goes like, that news guy isn't showing up. Tough. What a tragedy.
And then we just immediately cut to black, and then the credit crawl.
Yeah.
Love it.
So let's stop the recording there, and we'll do our debrief.
Okay.